Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Dish Pit Podcast. I'm Jay Fandango.
Mikey Miguel over here.
It's your boy, Gogorasamaru.
Gogorasamaru today. Okay. And I, as always, am your boy, Chocolate Daddy.
I don't know what that was, Mark. What the fuck is...
Gogorasamaru.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Gogorasamaru means little crow in Japanese.
Okay.
Gogorasamaru.
I thought you were the crow.
Yeah.
I thought you evolved from Lil Crow.
Well,
Now you're little.
the theme of the crow will always be in existence because I walk between two worlds, you know, so it's
I thought
just the way it is.
that's what Ravens did.
That's just riveting, Mark. Why don't you enlighten us more on that?
Well, you see, the thing about it is I constantly have to
Shit.
code switch.
Code?
Transmogrify myself to fit into the social situations I find myself in.
So you're like a social alchemist.
You mean adapt?
Yeah, he has to adapt.
Well, I mean, no, I can actually relate with him on
You're a
that.
social alchemist as well?
Well, no, I mean, as a Black American, I feel that I have to code switch as well. Just depending on the the situation.
Now I understand what you're saying.
As the only Gemini at the table, I code switch all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's valuable.
like-
it's useful.
I'm bipolar.
A part
so
of my...
I'm just playing.
And you don't realize it until people are like pointing things out, and then you realize, oh shit, I act this way here, I act this way there, I act this way with y'all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I think everybody has their own version of code switching. Like, code switching is not exclusively a Black thing.
Yeah.
But like,
It's like a behavior thing.
yeah. But
That's a good point.
But I think that it is a necessary trait to be able to use. It's a necessary thing. Because you have to switch between your regular and your professional. That's even the type.
You know,
of code
the term even code like comes from the secret intelligence field. Like if you work at Intel, a code switch is what you do when you're like in the fucking shit. Mm-hmm. You code switch into whatever character you are while you're undercover,
and
switch back.
It's fun sometimes.
Sometimes.
Because you get to throw who you are at people that aren't expecting it, and no one's expecting your answer. I can't always just be like, "Oh, I'm somebody's dad." No one cares. I can't always be like, "Oh, I do this podcast." No one's gonna care. I can't always be like, "Oh, I do X, Y, Z." So, almost guessing what people are expecting me to say is a part of the fun too. But
You saw how I was, like, when I first met you versus, like, hanging out with me. It's pretty different, especially, I'm a server, too, so you have to, I have a sailor mouth, so I curse a lot. When I talk to my tables, I very rarely curse, it'll only be if the table I know is cool, and I say it, like, off the cuff.
Oh, that's a good point. I used to code switch mad hard when I was a kid. Remember when you were a kid and the first time you went from like elementary school to intermediate school, not only were like you had lockers and shit, but everybody was just cursing mad hard, like everything.
I mean, I was clean until 13 for some reason.
Nah, it was like it was weird. Like
it was my grandparents. They were hard Christians, and I would get whooped, so I was like...
No, my parents were super Catholic, and in 5th grade was starting to get a little sketch, like in South Houston. I'm like, whoa, these kids are starting to get out there. And then as soon as I hit intermediate school, every kid cursed. I'm at schools and be like, yeah, motherfucker, da 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 da. But as soon as I got home, it was like
out the window.
It was like a switch. Another person. I'm like, gosh darn and dang it, in front of my parents. And then I would step as soon as I stepped outside of the house. I was like, fucking cocksucker. Da, 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 da,
I have vivid memories of being 10 years old and cursing, but being bad at it. And
me too.
Vivid memories
of
cursing in my
Terrible
teens and being good, and then like vivid memories of being like 16 through
so bad at cursing.
Really?
I thought crap was a curse word until I was like 12.
Shit.
But once I was 13, then it was 7th grade. That was when I really started.
Well, I thought crap and all that
stuff. I got
stuff.
to 7th grade.
All that stuff was curse words until I got to 6th grade, and then it was like, oh, that's not a curse word.
I was like, they say it on Family Guy.
Have y'all ever had a polite phase? Like, bro, I said yes, ma'am, no, ma'am for like 5 years straight.
Yeah, I did. It's called the military.
No, I don't remember ever being like. I don't even think I'm ever. I say yes, ma'am now a lot and yes, sir a lot. I don't think I've ever been like a yes, ma'am or a yes, sir kid.
I think honestly, I say sir more than your average person.
Sir.
Yeah, I say sir.
I know I say sir a lot now.
all the time.
Yeah, you got me saying
In
sir
any
a lot.
circumstances,
It
just like it could be
comes
like
out
it could
so
be like
well.
sir,
Yeah.
or it could be like sir.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
if you all the way out of pocket, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's when I use
It
it.
has so many uses.
That's why dude and bro and I can't think of others. But now this like my
Bro,
I
bruh.
hate my guy. On the record, I hate my guy.
That started in New York. Hey, yo, my guy.
No. When
That's the East Coast thing.
I just
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't. The way it's said now, like it doesn't sound East Coast anymore.
No, it
it's
made
like
it
it's
made
like
it down south.
bastardized.
You know one thing? I feel like I brought this to the South. I don't know why. I swear I never heard anybody say this, but I started you good. Like I
sir.
started.
Sir.
I was the one.
Sir.
I was the one that started.
I
Look,
invented
I used
stairs.
to tell people, "Nah, you good, bro." Like
I
you're
invented
good.
stairs.
You good?
And now it's applied in so many different ways, and I
You were the first.
started that.
I brought.
Maybe in your group.
Man, it was me. I have vivid memories of people being like,
When did
So you
when did you-
influenced everybody. Is what
When
you're
did you
saying.
introduce the culture over here?
So my group of friends were influential in school, but we said things like bet and
Yeah.
for show.
Uh-huh.
Those were
Show.
our two go-tos, and then like it evolved into
That's
We
what's
say
up.
bet.
like
I don't say that's what's up.
like it was say no lie.
I never said
Everyone in our group would be like say no lie.
I never said that.
So then I was like, what's better than say no? You good? You good? Nah, he good. You got a problem? You good, bruh? Like, you know what I mean? Like I started that, and everybody took that under their wing, and now it's down here in Texas.
I brought-
Nah, you good, bruh?
I used the term homeless derogatorily. Like I'm like, bro, you're homeless.
I say I look homeless when my hair doesn't. When it looks dry, I look homeless.
It's fucked up, but it's like, or you're like something's messed up. You're like, man, that's homeless. Like I said that a lot when I was a teenager.
Oh yeah,
Or
well I
roach.
brought hella over here. All right.
No, you
like
didn't.
I'm just joking.
You did not.
I invented the word dude.
I'm the one who created. My dad created toppings on a pizza.
Oh my god.
He brought that.
My
shit
dad
over here.
invented pizza.
It's a pizzeria.
Pizza.
Stugatz.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I just remember having these friends that were super influential on us. Like there was this guy in the neighborhood. He could have went on to be a doctor, and we all would have been like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be like Ricky. I'm gonna be a doctor." Like, so I don't know. Having people like that around my life,
Bro, I
really-
swear that's boys in the hood.
Yeah.
I swear that's boys in the hood, bro.
I don't know why that sounds
It
so
was
funny.
just an example. I had a partner in the hood that played soccer
Y'all
and
getting
pushed me
loud
to
over
do
y'all.
it. You know what I mean? He was good, so I was like, I can be better than him. That was the thing. But
That's
I
Goodwill
used the
Hunting.
Ricky.
Too bad all my friends are losers. I'm coming out of high school. Not,
I had a friend named Ricky. He swore he could have been a
Not
preacher.
all of them.
And
Just
because
the ones I stuck
thought
with.
I talked
Just playing.
better than Ricky, I could be a pastor. Like I should be a bishop. But it
A
wasn't
guest
like
has
better.
arrived. How you doing, sir?
Yeah. There you go.
Here on the Dish Pit, all are welcome. All you have to do is comment. Let us know you're cool. We're gonna check
is
and
not
see if
the
you're not a
requirements.
police officer, and
That
you
is
can
not
be
the-
on the show.
With a minimum donation.
Our guest audience loves it here.
Or if you
know?
can get us a sponsorship with
He's
Jim
lying.
Beam, you're
Yeah, he's
we'll
lying.
get-
That is not the requirement.
Comment
We got to
below.
build a friendship and a trust.
You can take a shot with us and get a second-hand high for sure.
You can
if
go
you're a
straight
guest
to
on the
Mark's
show.
house with that.
And I'll sign your T-shirt.
I'll send you Mark's address. If you really want to hang out with Mark himself, the Crow, I'll send you his address, and you can get it going.
And I'll bring y'all over. No problem.
And then
Nah, I'm gonna lock the door.
he'll be in. He'll be.
Unless you're cool. I mean, if you're cool, maybe.
He's like, oh, I'll be your in. Don't worry. I'll make sure you're in. So we should like. We
He's
haven't
like,
done a-
this is my +1, the commenter from the YouTube video. And you don't realize, not everyone that comments is gonna even be able to fucking get here. Like, not everyone lives in our immediate area.
If you comment and you want to be here, we will get you here.
We will
I'm not.
find a
You're
way.
gonna fly them out.
We have a jar full of money, and we will use it to get you here.
We
Comment.
don't. Where? Where's this jar of money?
Jordan, you know about the jar of money.
Where is
If
it?
you guys want to see the jar of money, like and subscribe.
It's right.
What's happening?
We can get the jar of money real quick.
got a jar of
We can
money.
get that jar of money.
All right, if you want to see us have Mark give all of his Ralph Lauren shit to a homeless man, like and subscribe.
Oh,
When he says
yeah.
all, he means the stuff I don't
On
wear.
comment,
Like I
comment
can't
that
give
you
all
want.
my
Comment
clothes.
below. Which
Comment
your,
that
yeah.
you want us to do that, but yeah.
Please comment that you want us to get Mullen Marks.
So has Jim Beam gotten back to you yet, bro?
They have not.
Oh, cheers, guys. Yeah, cheers. Jim Beam, come on, bro.
Shout out to Jim Beam.
Here's to you, Jim Beam. I haven't given up on you.
I like giving things to homeless people. I
Send him
just didn't want to give
send him
all
an
my
email or
clothes.
something, bro. Shoot him good old email. Tell him you'll give him like a bunch of Ralph Lauren shit. Mark can hook you up with that.
We
I
can
told
trade.
I told this homeless guy to fuck off the other day and
Ralph
get a job.
Liquor. Really? Fuck off and get a job?
I was like,
front of the
I was
He can't get a job because he
dumbfounded
doesn't have
by this.
ID. He doesn't have ID, so he can't get an address. He can't get an address, so he
Oh
can't
my
apply for the
Bro, this is not
job.
Everest
He
College,
doesn't-
bro.
He doesn't have a phone, so they can't call him for the interview. He doesn't have clothes, so he can't get dressed and ready
First
for
of
the
all,
interview
he
for them
looked-
to call him to get the job. And he don't got
Able.
no address for them to send him the application. You got it or not? You know, I'm just-
He has an
The
address.
first thing he needs, bro, is a bath because nobody's gonna hire him.
He was clean, bro.
MCA.
This guy, yeah, YMCA. Anyway, this guy he didn't look
That's what I
dirty.
feel.
He was wearing new clothes. He had a backpack on. He looked well kempt.
And he was just bumming.
He's just bumming.
He was just asking
He's
for
just
things.
bumming.
Yo,
Oh.
these people know where to get clean clothes.
Do you think Miss
All
Julia
right.
was exaggerating maybe about the harassment?
No, because like I watched the whole thing go down. Like when she left the restaurant, he's like, "Hey, right there, asking her for money." And Miss Julia, you know, she's a 75-year-old lady. She just like put her head down and started like walking really fast to the car, and then texted me.
Let me.
But this, all right.
We
So
have a
let me
witness to corroborate this.
backstory to this fucking guy. So before y'all all
No, I'm not
like defend him,
on the homeless guy's side.
I'm just saying this
That'd
guy.
be great.
One day he was out bumming in front of the restaurant, and a customer walks in, and he's like, "You know what? I'll buy you some food. Would you like some food?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he's an older gentleman too. And so he comes in. The guy asks him what he wants. He gets salmon and a cup of gumbo, like a lunch salmon and a cup of gumbo. The fucking guy leaves. The homeless guy leaves. He comes back into the restaurant, walks up to the bar, and then asks for a refund
No way.
on the food. I'm like, "What do you mean a refund?" He's like, "Well, I will return this and get the money for it." I'm like, "Well, first of all, bro, that's not how this shit works. Because the man who bought this paid with his card. So if I'm refunding him,
It's going back to his card,
Back
yeah.
on his card.
Yeah.
Second, we don't exchange food that has already been
Left the store,
left
yeah.
the store
No
and
deal.
bring it back for cash. If you weren't satisfied with something, I'll replace that item for you. Be more than happy to give you more food. But no, bro, that's not happening today. So it's the same guy.
Yeah, this is why we tell kids drugs are bad, because if we encourage them at such a young age to do them and tell them that it's fun, by the time they get to the age where they're supposed to.
Are you talking about like 13?
Yeah.
Mark? Are
By
you
the
talking
time
about the age of 13? If we
Yeah, you shouldn't be
them
giving
drugs
kids at the age of 13 drugs. You shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
Let me tell y'all what actually dissuaded me from wanting to give money to like transients.
To the guests.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget you're here, boy.
So I was about 19.
Transient.
I was about 19 and I had $18 in my pocket.
Nice.
I was on my way to school, and this dude was bumming. I used to live like right there on the corner of well, not on the corner, but I used to stay kind of right near the Galleria. So I was on the corner of Sage and Westheimer.
Okay, I
right?
know exactly where that's at.
Now there's this guy.
Exactly where that is.
There's this guy on the corner.
By
He's
that
got a
Walgreens.
boot on his leg, right by the Walgreens. Got a boot on his leg, and he's asking people for money. So like as I'm passing, I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll get this dude $1. He's an old dude, like he's got a boot. He looks injured. Like let me give him
No,
$1
for sure.
I gave him $1. Now I'm down to
There's
$17.
a healthy foot in that boot.
All right, I get on the bus. He follows and gets on the bus as well. And when he pulls out his wallet,
Ooh,
he's got like a
He's balling.
like bro, like I'm trying to tell you,
It could be 21s, it could be 31s. That shit is still a lot of
No,
ones.
panhandling in major
A
metropolitan
stack.
areas is lucrative. Where he's at, that perfect spot.
he had a stack of money, bro. Like more money than I had, and I'm giving him money. So I was like, yeah. From
Probably
then
all
on,
ones, though, to be fair.
But either way, like from then on, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like,
I told y'all about the homeless dude that lived underneath 45 in airport, and one day I'm at my girlfriend's apartment complex in the fucking hood behind Hobby, and I see him walking in there, and I'm just standing at the corner store with everybody hanging out the corner store, and I'm like, oh look, that's this homeless Dave or whatever the fuck we called him, And he was like, yeah, he's like, yeah, he lives here. One of my friends was like, yeah,
homeless stories.
He's like, yeah, he lives here.
Oh, I have great.
And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, that's his apartment. He has a car. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I saw him for like 10 years. Like this motherfucker has an apartment, has a car.
Y'all know the A-Leaf,
One skate?
reflective? No, he's not one of them. He's a good homeless guy.
I don't think
He has like a reflective vest, and he washes windows really quickly and efficiently.
Yeah, I know
he does it really well.
Yeah.
He's got money and a car, but that's not the one I was going to talk about. So when me and DJ were working at Dave & Buster's, we were about 18 at the time, 19 at most, and we were driving home, and there's this we were driving, and then there's this Yukon that just came up and it started getting over, and DJ had to swerve over the median to avoid this huge Yukon crashing into us. So he rolls up on the curb, blows the right tire, so we have to pull into the Brenda's Taqueria on Bissonnet by Forum Park.
Oh, jeez.
So you already know the area we're in. It's not very nice.
right.
It's not a good area. I've lived there. And we go and we have the jack, but it's the jack where you have just like the little stem and you have to like
Oh yeah, the worst.
Broken ass ghetto
yeah,
jack.
we were there for like 30 minutes. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to Brenda's Taqueria and get us 2 fresh homemade lemonades.
I hate Brenda's. Do not shop.
The lemonade is good though. It's good like homemade lemonade. I don't go to Brenda's Taqueria for like tacos anymore. I used to, not anymore.
It's not good.
It's not good anymore. It used to be acceptable.
It used to be okay. Like
They're
Conchas.
ghetto.
But I got the lemonades. they're good. So I'm drinking mine. DJ's doing the tire, I'm getting the drinks. There was fucking $6 for 2 of these big ass lemonades. So I go back to the car. I put DJ's down next to him. I'm drinking mine. And then this homeless dude, he comes up. He's a black dude. He's bald. He's got like a dirty brown shirt on and some pants. He's clearly homeless. And he's like, hey, how y'all doing tonight? And he just starts rambling about, what he's got going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, what happened here? And I tell him, and he goes and reaches down.
What you
He's
got
like,
going on over here?
he's like, oh my, can I? And he goes and reaches down. He's like, can I get some of the lemonade? I got sickle cell anemia. And he literally says that, takes off the little straw wrap, and then like takes a sip of it. And he goes and like and he like takes not a big swig, but a sip. Like a
Either way, you took a sip, bro. You put your lips.
and then
Oh my
and then
shit.
I would've
he
slapped
grabs
the lemonade
straw.
out of-
DJ's doing the tire, and I'm standing, and he goes reach down. I'm not gonna like
Fight him or
I was
something. Yeah. like,
shocked.
bro.
Thunderstruck.
So and then he takes the straw wrapper and he starts trying to like jimmy it back on to like cover it. But we both saw it. Like it's not. I don't think he was trying to hide anything. He was just like, let me put that cover back on real quick.
Wow.
And it like crumples and like flies away. And then DJ's like, well, I'm not drinking that.
Yeah.
At all.
The audacity.
At all.
And he goes away, and that like I got sickle cell anemia was like an inside joke for like the next couple years.
So
Anytime we come up and take a swig of someone's drink, I got sickle cell anemia. I was like, bro, I know sickle cell anemia is serious, but you don't do that shit. Like,
all right. So here it is.
yeah, that was my homeless
Here it
story.
is.
I got more, but that was it.
I gotta give you some background of what I thought about homeless people first. Because my uncles used to like give me pills to sell to the fiends on the way to school on the walk, I thought that all homeless people were homeless by choice and preferred drugs instead of houses and electricity. I thought that that's what I thought growing up.
Some of that's
You're close.
That's partly true.
So one
Some
day,
of them just have to do drugs.
it was a group of us. It was me, Dave, L, and Jerry, maybe somebody. It was four of us. And
Jerry
we
was
were all
there.
having fun at the mall. We were leaving, and Dave he's not watching where he's going. He's walking backwards while we're walking forwards, and he almost trips over this baby. So we're like, look at you. You know,
It's a
and
baby in
we
the
all
street.
get on his ass. We're like, look at you. And then you kind of just heard our insults
It was
in the
like
street.
toddler, I assume.
It was,
right?
look at you, dumbass boy, watch that baby.
Oh, what kind of baby? I want to.
In the stroller. This bitch had a hoodie on, it's cold outside, and the homeless guy, he was late with his reaction, but he was like, oh, watch that baby. So we was like, oh, even the homeless nigga was paying attention, Dave. Like, you fucking dumbass. Like, you know, so we're on him. This whole day we've been on Dave. He's like, man, fuck y'all. Like, I'm going to get some Whataburger. So we go to get some Whataburger. And Dave grabs some eggs out the refrigerator. I don't know why he does this. We go get some
There's
Whataburger.
only
It's a mission.
things
It's
you can
9
do with
o'clock.
eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Cook them or throw them.
So on
That's
the
it.
way, Dave starts egging all the homeless people with the eggs, and he's like, "Watch that baby! Watch out for that! Watch that baby!" And that
Did
became
you get
our
the
inside joke.
homeless guy who said it?
Nah, we were at the Gallo when
What
he said
the
it.
fuck?
Just
That's so
randomly
chaotic.
egging people.
Yeah, so
That's a
that night, he
chaotic,
took all his-
evil thing to do.
Random, just throwing shit at homeless
But
people.
watch
That's
that
awesome.
baby was our go-to thing for him. He was baby.
Watch
Dave. His
that
nickname
baby!
became
Eat this,
Baby
bitch.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Dave. Like after that.
Oh, hey, I want to pitch you guys an episode of our restaurant show, where it's gonna be in the later seasons, but it's like me and Michael are outside trying to tame Hockey or Freddy the Falcon,
Yeah.
and we buy like the gloves, so the whole episode is us dedicated. Well, that's just
Hockey
that's
or
the
Eagly?
No, his name is Hockey. No, Freddy.
Freddy.
God damn it.
His name's Freddy, but
So
he's a
you
hawk.
guys haven't
Falcon.
seen Peacemaker yet.
No, I need to watch it. It
Can
looks
I
I
haven't
give
funny.
you
seen
one
it.
spoiler?
No,
Please.
we haven't
Tell-
seen it yet.
You can I mean,
What?
He has a pet eagle.
Oh, nice.
oh, nice. That makes sense.
I saw like a clip from it where he was in jail, like flashback, and he was talking. I'm like, what show is this? What the fuck is he saying?
Bro,
this is insane. What is he saying? And I was like, oh, Peacemaker. I need to watch this, but I haven't.
The ratings are actually really good.
It's funny, and it's the intro. It's theatrical like the end of Hawkeye. It's fucking funny just to see John Cena doing the choreography scene.
Does it take place before or after Suicide Squad?
After.
But there's flashbacks, right?
Yeah. He wakes up the first episode in the hospital because of the building.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he also got stabbed at like fuck too. He should have died, but he
he
got lucky.
should have died.
It's funny as soon as you watch it.
Oh, it's John Cena. James Gunn is directing. I don't doubt that it's funny.
Yeah, I don't doubt that it's not great.
John Cena is fucking hilarious. Yeah.
You know, he's good. He just still lives in the shadow of The Rock. You know, you know.
Little brother.
I
Still a little
think,
bit, yeah.
that's true. But I think The Rock has gotten more like he's like white bread now.
Dude, yeah, I was about to say the Rock
he
can't
should-
lose.
I'm not.
He's Dwayne Johnson
No, he's like
now.
white bread.
He's like the highest paid actor right now.
I thought that was like, is it him?
Yeah.
Is it
At one point
Dwayne Johnson?
It was Robert Downey Jr. for a while.
I
Then
thought it
now
was
it's
like-
The Rock probably. Yeah.
As far as like because they
Oh.
do as many fucking movies as they do, then yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, there was a point where he came out with like 3 movies back to back.
Yeah, it's like how did
After
you,
he had gave us 3 movies.
like how did you have time to do this, man?
He
Like,
probably
nigga-
just does. They only some movies only take a couple months.
San Andreas.
Well, The Rock actually is like a motivational speaker, and he talks about like non-stop working. Like he gets up at 4 o'clock and he's like pumping iron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bobby M Club.
Like
You know.
yeah, like he be on it.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that
I'm just new to TikTok, but he came up in
Ooh.
my feed, and I followed him on TikTok, and he's always doing this fucking. It's either like motivational shit or whatever, or he's playing with his daughter.
I don't like TikTok. I feel like TikTok is the perfect example of what we could do to all say we don't like something.
I was not liking TikTok for fucking ever, and then you talk
I
about
think-
TikTok all the time. Then I finally started getting on TikTok, and now you
about
don't
the
want to like
power
it
of
I
anymore.
think
TikTok.
Jack Black's impersonation of The Rock is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
the fact that they could act like different people for a movie where we know they're acting like different people was great.
Oh, that was definitely.
No, I'm talking about there was an interview where Jack Black impersonates The Rock.
Yeah.
Like him as a human, Dwayne Johnson.
I've seen the clip.
It's funny
Yeah.
as shit.
I do like whenever The Rock and Kevin Hart are like trying to call each other. And
Kevin
fucking-
Hart's just funny.
Bro, they
But they're like really good friends, so it, like they
Yeah.
fuck with each
yeah,
other.
they're
hard.
always at it.
You know what? To be honest, Kevin Hart's more recent stand-ups have not been bangers. Like they have not been bro. Nah, they've been funny, but they haven't been bangers like they were when he was.
Did you watch the Aziz Ansari
I was
special?
just about to say I
Was it
did.
funny?
It is fucking hilarious.
The which one?
I like Aziz Ansari. I think he's funny.
You know what he does?
What?
He just shows up at the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, and they
They
record it?
don't, the audience doesn't
How's that?
know.
Who's back?
Yeah, the audience doesn't
Nice.
know. He's wearing like fucking sweats and a fucking beanie, and he goes off on everything. But
Is it good?
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. He
that's
sends
awesome.
a message, to people that
Yeah,
that needs
because
to be
he got like canceled in the Me Too. During the beginning of it, when everyone was getting canceled, even if like there was no proof of anything.
Bro, cancel culture is so annoying.
Well, I mean, at least comedians now are starting to rise above it, to rise above the whole cancel culture. Started with, Dave Chappelle and, Bill Burr, on the definitely for like misogyny and like, because Bill Burr goes at women hard,
And it's hilarious.
And it's hilarious. Tom Segura, like
It is
his,
really funny.
his
It's
fucking
funny.
his fucking Louisiana joke, the one where he's like, "Hey, I'm up for building walls in this country as long as they build it around the fucking state of Louisiana." And he was talking about how this guy came up to him and was just talking, and I'm like, what? What the fuck are you trying to say? Like,
My grandpa's from Louisiana, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, and then he's just like, I had to decipher it. He's saying, "Hi, I'm from Lafayette. What's your name?"
As a member of the South, Louisiana is literally the worst state down here.
No, well then Tom
So bad.
So Tom Segura makes this joke about Louisiana, right? And it goes fucking viral. Like I remember he had to be on the news. He was like whenever he did the talk shows with anybody, they're like about this joke, this Cajun joke. He was making fun of the Cajuns. And then, so he's like, I'm not really defending it. It's a joke. I wrote it. I thought it was funny. I put it in my special. Obviously, the people from Louisiana don't like it. But oh well. And so then he does another special 2 years later, and he starts talking about, like, he got 200,000 emails in the course of 2 days from the state of Louisiana. And he's like, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, he's like, I got so many misspelled death threats. Like, it was fucking hilarious. And he's like, what are they writing, Creole? And he's like, I had to be on the news, and the truth is, I didn't mean to go, I wouldn't have gone as hard on them as I did if I had been to Arkansas first, which I have now. What? Fuck that place. He's like, everybody in Louisiana.
Instantly starts going
And
off
then he starts going
Arkansas.
off on Arkansas. He's like, whenever people flush their toilets in Louisiana, it all comes up in fucking Arkansas.
Wow.
Why is Arkansas so bad?
Bro,
It's a hate town, bro. Bill
only
Clinton's
thing
from
they-
Arkansas.
The only thing they have is Little Rock, right?
That's Little Rock, that's it. But for him to make those types of jokes today against
I know somebody.
an entire group of people like that and not be canceled as fuck means that the comedians, just them, are making some headway. Remember when Kevin Hart said that it was a random off comment when they asked him what if his son was gay, and he was like,
Smash a dollhouse
on his head, and it was a joke, and then
It
they
was
tried
hilarious.
That's what got him canceled from hosting the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, that's not really what got him canceled. Cancel culture being a bully and people being a part of it.
Cancel
is
culture
what-
got him canceled.
Is what happened, bro, and it needs to stop.
I-
To ultimately say, hey, whatever you're doing that's making money, we're gonna stop contributing to because we don't like you.
It's not about that. People
But
getting
to only
offended.
bring awareness to the worst thing you've ever done, as opposed to, it's like you're literally tearing people down because you say it's better for everyone else to know. Like, who the fuck are you?
Look, I probably am not gonna make a lot of friends saying this, but honestly, I think cancel culture is, in and of itself, a necessary thing. But it needs to be channeled and focused into the right things. Like,
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah.
yeah, like
But it's not. So
exactly.
it's like a huge bully group that decides who gets to do and
Well,
say and make.
Exactly.
The problem is the right things. Like I think G is right on that. The right things isn't people's fucking feelings. All right, keep your focus on something that's bigger and more important to fucking cancel. But your feelings, I'm not responsible for that's how you feel, bro.
Right.
Like don't try to delete people from society because you
cancel
feel some type
culture
of way.
isn't working on people like Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision. He's on record saying he will have his assistant killed. He is like tolerating like sexual harassment in the workplace.
I want you all to recognize this one thing.
The guy from Activision?
Bobby Kotick, the CEO, yeah.
Majority of the names and faces you associate with cancel culture are just men. Name me 5 women on the list of cancel culture right now. And I'll let all of your answers be collective.
Oh no, it's
And you can't. That's why I say it's a bully.
So, and I might not make
Is
a
it
lot.
Kathleen
equivalent? Is it
Kennedy.
equal? Is it for everybody, or is it just this list
That's
of
just Star
guys gotta
Wars.
go?
I
But
might not.
she's a top
I might not make a lot of friends saying this either.
again.
But
You're not gonna make any friends.
You're gonna have no friends. By
I
the end of
think
this.
it's and it kind of is what it is. But I think it's very interesting that there's so much hoopla about toxic masculinity.
Hoopla.
Oh yeah.
When toxic femininity is a thing.
No shit,
Like,
no,
that
yeah.
is actually a fucking thing.
Yeah,
And,
bashing
like,
men will
you
not
don't-
solve every woman's
You don't
problems.
hear
It won't
us
solve-
like going on and on about like, oh, you're being toxic. Like, we don't have to do all that shit. Like,
I
you
hate
know,
the
like,
concept of like
Preach,
you're
bro.
toxic. I hate that. You're toxic.
yeah.
No, bitch, you're toxic because you're the one fucking calling. Like, it's the same
I
thing
was like,
when
that's
people.
hyperbole, bitch.
It's the same thing when people are like, oh, or he's fucking with me because he constantly thinks I'm cheating or whatever. It's usually people that are doing something wrong that become insecure about a situation, then they fucking fire back on their partner, or whatever. It's the same type of concept with these fucking people, and then they think they have a voice with fucking social media. That's why social media is bad.
That's why I say, like, anyone
It
who
can
feels
be.
like
It can
no
be.
one can join this and say, hey, they
Can be
need to
good
go.
too. Can be good
And
too.
Just
That list increases on our side.
it's all because we're living in a
We can't
simulation.
even name 5 women who are.
Oh my god, dude, Michael, like, I forgot about it since then, but like when you left, I'm like, how do I like continue life?
Oh.
It's all meaningless.
It did look like it struck you pretty hard, and then with my answer when you were like expecting me to, I think you were expecting me to say something that I didn't, and I was just like,
No, I was
it's meaningless.
expecting you to say it was meaningless.
okay.
I was hoping for you to say something else. But I mean, enlighten us. Like, go into further. Like,
Oh, I was just telling Jordan like I have a theory, and it all started with me watching Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson say this, who y'all all know how much I respect and admire, like Dr. Tyson. But I was watching this interview one day, and he was just basically saying,
Smart guy.
I'm not saying that this is the reality of things, but at this point in my life, I'm asking for people to convince me that we're not living in a simulation.
Okay.
Like whether we are,
That's deep.
if we are already figuring out, look at video games and our progress with AI, you can assume at the rate of change that everything's happening that at one point or some other species has figured out how to recreate randomized brain synapses, electrical synapses that happen in a contained way. Our brains do. And they're thinking,
Why would we assume somebody could do that though? Why would we assume that technology?
because we're all like, look at how we discover. Look what a video game has done in 30
a
years.
video game is not the same as a brain cell.
But that technology, a video game, is fodder from people that are actually working on brain cells.
There are people that have spent 70 years working on stem cells.
They
You know what
are.
I mean?
What do you think they're progressing towards?
We've had some leaps, but it's not the same as a brain cell. You know what I mean? How are you just going to recreate a brain cell?
So anyway, before Mark digresses the
They're
situation,
already talking about
they're
during
convoluting it.
Neuralinks. Like, there's brain
I'm talking about a
surgeons out there,
simulation.
man.
I'm just combating that. Like, I don't feel
No one can create a
that
brain
my
cell. I don't think
decisions
that's
have
even
been
possible. but
copied to put me in a simulation. We're
It's-
talking about the Matrix.
Maybe it is.
No, I'm
Kinda,
not.
but it's-
Kinda, but
Exactly.
but you don't exist anywhere else.
Yeah, it's not like you have a body. And
It's not like you can-
I'm not omnipotent.
No, it's not like
No.
you can wake up from this. This is the simulation. We are products of a randomly regenerated code that they
Started in
figured out.
2012.
That they figured out. Started in 2012.
12 years after Y2K.
After the Mayan calendar ended, bitch.
Total consciousness. And think about it. Like in simulations, there's barriers, right? Like.
We didn't even have cars that could
The
park
Mandela
themselves
effect
yet,
is an
but
example
we
of
had
this too.
simulations in place globally.
You know, like how you can't dig to the core of the earth
Oh my-
because the fucking simulation can't figure out or just has a plain barrier on there. We can't get past Mars now. We send objects into the barrier, and then the simulation can just play out whatever signal it's going to generate from that one point. Same thing with like digging. The simulation just puts ground underneath you.
But didn't we just go to the sun? Like, yeah?
Yeah,
This year?
we threw an object into the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's past Mars?
No.
It's not further than Mars?
No.
No.
We're closer
It's
to the
negative.
sun.
It's actually negative distance
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's cool.
because of the way we are rotating. You're
think as
thinking
the
of like throwing it. It wasn't
As
a
they get
throw.
out further, the planet's distance is further, I imagine,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I want to go watch the Buzz Lightyear movie.
I thought it was a show. There's a movie?
It's a movie.
I thought it was a show.
To Infinity.
And Beyond.
And beyond.
Yeah, he goes to exoplanets. It's lit.
That's dope. I like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I like space
Grew up
and
with
Buzz
Toy Story.
Lightyear. I'm glad he gets his own thing.
Tim Allen's like coming back in a new like a Santa Claus series.
Oh no.
Not another one.
We
Yeah.
don't need that. Hey,
Oh no.
didn't Tim Allen get caught with like a whole bunch of cocaine?
That was like in the
That was
90s.
a
Hold on,
while
hold
ago.
on,
That was
hold
before
on.
Home Improvement.
Oh,
Or after
stop.
Home Improvement.
like during.
So he did get caught with a whole bunch of cocaine,
He did.
right?
Yeah.
You know how many niggas in jail for getting caught with a whole bunch of cocaine?
I know, Mark. There's
And there's
So
also
for
a lot
him
of
to
people
be able
that
to-
are in jail.
So for him to be able to make a whole nother bullshit ass Santa Claus movie,
He
I
had-
want y'all to answer the question with a yes, he did get caught with a whole bunch of cocaine and get a whole nother movie. That's all.
I thought we already said yes.
yeah.
Yes, he did.
And in between,
And yes, he did.
That's
and-
why I like him though.
in,
That's
in
why I
between
like
that, he got Toy Story. Like he's the voice of Buzz Lightyear. Like
And it's great. He's
Like-
not the voice in that movie though.
It's America doing America. Like you gotta love it. You really do. And I
You
love
gotta mix it up.
the
We gotta
Santa
make
Claus
people say,
movies.
"What the fuck?"
We watched those in school, and I was like, yeah.
Like I did when
Shut
I saw
up.
the trailer for
Sonic.
Sonic.
The original
With
one.
that long
Bro.
mustache, Jim Carrey.
That's
Bro.
great.
That was a good movie.
Nah, but you remember how
The
they
original
how
one,
they
it was
yeah,
terrible.
how they
Oh,
planned
yes.
on
He
having
He looked like
him
a
look.
Yes.
nightmare.
Bro.
Have y'all seen the live action Mario movie?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's the Mario
so
Bros.
bad, but it was good as a kid. You know.
Oh
In
my
the
God,
90s, you
saw-
watch it on VHS.
No, it
you're
wasn't.
like, yeah.
It
I saw
wasn't
that
good.
in,
Fighter.
in the movie theater.
Bro, I
wasn't
love
good.
that movie.
I don't think I was allowed to be exposed to those movies because they were so bad.
Dragon
You
Ball.
didn't get to see
Remember the
Street
Dragon
Fighter?
Ball
Oh, not
movie?
that.
Yeah, it was
Mario.
terrible.
That was horrible. Hey, you know
Oh,
what?
that movie was terrible.
Hey, you know who's
I
coming
knew
to
it was
live
bad
action
when I saw
now?
it.
Live action coming back.
Avatar.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh my
I
god,
don't want that.
that's weird.
And Mike
Beavis
Judge.
and Butt. Who's Beavis and who's
Oh, yeah,
Butthead?
Mike Judge is-
What?
Mike
I
Judge.
Mike
love
Judge's
Beavis and
first
Butthead.
ever animation. Like it's like.
Oh, he's asking.
No. Who's playing
Yeah,
the live action?
Oh, I don't
Beavis
know.
and
I don't know.
Butthead?
Yeah.
gonna
But
give y'all
Mike
two
Judge
names.
is directing. He's hilarious. I
Yeah.
love
Mike
his,
Judge is directing.
You know he
Give y'all
voices
two
Boomhauer.
names. Paul Rudd, Will Ferrell.
Oof.
The Shrink Next Door. It's a TV show.
Oh, I think I've heard of it. Is that a movie? Oh, it's a TV show.
It's a TV show. I think there's like 8 or 9 episodes, but it's fucking hilarious.
Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
That sounds funny.
He's like
That
a trust
sounds like it
fund
would be
baby
funny.
with no self-esteem or confidence, and Paul Rudd's like his psychologist, and he's a fucking con man. So,
That sounds
Paul
funny.
Rudd
It's
doesn't
great.
age, man.
Man,
and they're
he-
Jews.
Isn't he like 50 something?
He's
drinking.
50, I think.
He's drinking that baby blood.
He has to be, yeah, adrenochrome or something, dude. Like,
Got all that baby blood. You know that they're saying in 2022 now.
it's like your favorite NPC turns out to be the final bad guy.
All of the elite, you know, the elite reptile people,
Oh yeah.
they're switching to diet baby blood.
So they can go to space and
2022.
drink baby.
What? what is diet? Is there more
They're
caffeine?
They're
but
just
less,
drinking the plasma.
Yeah,
Like baby Capri Suns.
Okay, fair enough.
kind of.
Gotcha.
Man, those
Damn you,
commercials-
Tom Hanks.
Girl, our baby blood.
It makes sense because when they're cryogenically frozen and they're traveling through space to get to the next planet, they'd be fed, the millions of lives lost here on Earth.
In baby blood?
Yeah, baby.
I
That's
think that's
wild.
my new favorite
I mean,
word.
think of all the people that be having kids and they know they couldn't raise them. They take money for those kids. Yeah,
Hey,
and
you're
those rich people
goddamn
can
right.
afford it. Baby blood is the essential life. They're getting in space.
Yeah, there's probably be some fucked up people out there just having kids to sell them.
Did you hear about the lady that got arrested at Walmart for offering somebody $500K for their kid?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, she's in fucking jail. Yeah, that shit
What?
just happened like 2
Somebody
days ago.
in Walmart walked up to somebody
Nah.
else in Walmart
They didn't
and
let
was
the bitch
like,
make it in Walmart. They was trying to buy the baby before they even made it in Walmart.
Explained by the baby.
Wait.
Man,
I'm
this
just trying to
bitch
get to the
approached
bottom.
this hoe in the parking lot with her and her kid and newborn, and was like, "Let me buy that baby." And she was like, she entertained it as a joke as she was walking into the store, and realized how serious they were as they were following her in and making. And she was like, "Well, let me finish shopping, and I'll come back out and talk to you." While she was in the store, she called the laws and alerted them. And as she came out, the laws was there, and basically, she got her to admit like she was really trying to buy the baby. She made an offer, and then the laws arrested that bitch.
Did she know her? Like,
Hell
did they-
no.
That's illegal.
Yeah, that's bro. You can't buy no nigga. What?
They didn't buy it. They just
human-
offered.
They didn't buy it.
Human trafficking is illegal. So attempting
Yeah.
to be a part of
Oh,
it or
yeah.
conspiracy of is illegal.
That's
Trafficking.
a federal crime.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
And that's a point of interest right now. So
Yeah, bro. You can't be trying to buy.
Yeah,
what-
it's kind of insane.
slavery.
Why would you want to sell your baby either? Like that's insane.
What is that baby once you own it?
Well,
That's
I
your
mean-
property.
Nah, I mean, think about it like this: like, you pay to have someone surrogate for you. You know, like,
Bro, you can buy a tiger,
there's
but
so
you
much
can't own it.
There's so much red tape with that though, G. It's like for the whole surrogate thing, it's like
No, once you buy the tiger, you own it.
Yeah, Joe Exotic is in jail for owning too many tigers and illegally handling them.
Also,
22 years.
the fact
You can't buy a
that one
baby.
person was like, "Hey, let me buy your baby," just makes you wonder. Like, there's a lot of people out there selling their babies like that on the fucking street like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
What the real thing
Especially in
that
other
doesn't get
countries.
talked
Focus the
about-
one, yeah. Well, don't in here. Like you focus on the lady with fucking 4 kids and
I
the
have a
brand new
friend-
baby. Like, hey, let me buy that baby. Fuck $50K.
I have a friend, the way they tell it, they don't know if their family is
500.
their real family. They said the way they got mixed up at the hospital, another family took them home. That the family that had just had the baby realized something was off, and then it took them 8 weeks to get their baby back.
Yeah, because you gotta do it. You gotta get
The way
through
that my
laws.
friend tells the story, they don't know if their family is their real family.
Jesus.
So the story behind that goes, the hospitals aren't telling you their involvement in the fuck ups of situations like that as well.
wow.
And power of attorney exists too, because all the hospital really has to do is get you to sign a birth certificate and kick you out once you're stable. If you don't or do have insurance,
Yeah, that's true.
that's their only responsibility if you're pregnant. Unless you got underlying conditions that they know of and can treat. But once they do, they kick you out.
Gone. Yeah, human
I was there
trafficking
for-
is fucking.
The birth of all my kids. So just to think, like, all the things you do to prepare for your child to come into the world, like, to sell it, yeah, that's illegal. You got to go through the proper channel. Put it up for
Adopt.
adoption.
Adopt,
That's
please.
That's terrible.
Did y'all hear Microsoft bought Blizzard and Activision? Yeah. 68 billion. 68.7 billion.
Talking about buying Blizzard?
Yeah.
They bought Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's not Activision anymore. It's Activision Blizzard. Once Activision like kind of merged with Blizzard,
yeah.
which was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I think it's
See what
okay.
they
So
suffered.
I don't think it's like necessarily bad. I just think mostly the only one that's gonna like Activision Blizzard are benefiting from it because they're like, well, shit, we don't need to worry about our stock plummeting because we're now part of Microsoft. And then
There must be some deal though where Microsoft,
And then
like,
their games get a reconstruct.
because they're gonna usurp their
not
company.
necessarily.
I hope so.
But that does mean that Microsoft has acquired a lot of companies that not companies, but they acquired a lot of
The licensing.
for certain games. But there is licenses already kind of in place that they said they're gonna still honor. That doesn't necessarily mean like Call of Duty is gonna be exclusively on the Xbox.
I hope they stop.
They're
making
just trying to
these
like
trash
broaden
ass-
their like profit margins. I'm assuming they spend a lot of money on this shit. They wouldn't be like, oh, you can't only buy Call of Duty on Xbox.
campaigns.
Huh?
They keep. I hope they just stop making these trash ass, incomplete campaigns.
You talking about Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Call of Duty, that's a whole nother fucking
That's-
story.
yeah.
Then you have Blizzard being Blizzard and Overwatch 2. I'm not even sure what's going on with that.
Yeah, the Call of Duty story is like crazy, and the fact that now Activision, like what Microsoft is probably going to do is move like against Treyarch
What do you mean?
and squeeze them out of the Call of Duty contract.
Why do you think that?
I think it would be the logical move because you could, like, because Treyarch could independently put out a Call of Duty game, and that's what they've been doing. They've been
But it's
trading.
owned by Activision. Call of Duty is owned by Activision.
Call of Duty is owned by Activision, loaned out to Treyarch because Treyarch.
Treyarch's just a developer under Activision.
Yeah, but they used to be partnered. They used to work for Activision and split and started Treyarch.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft, they kept doing Call of Duty. That's why you would get one year, one the next year.
Activision
one
is
year,
the
one next year.
publisher. They're not the developer.
Okay, but so they own the LLC to it.
Exactly. So you have things like EA, they're publishers, they're not developers. You have things like EA is the publisher, and then Respawn develops the game. Activision is the publisher, and Treyarch develops the game. They can't just go and make their own Call of Duty unless it's under Activision.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Or at least
guys.
so that's exactly what I'm saying.
That's the
So
problem.
now Microsoft owns Activision and can
Correct.
say, we're not going to do business with you, Treyarch. You're not going to be able to make any more Call of Duty games.
Well, it's not Treyarch's fault.
It's not, but
They're not
going
the
to
only
get.
ones making Call of Duty games.
No, I know, but it's just a potential for them to get squeezed out. I'm not saying it's going to
Yeah.
happen, but that
knows?
could happen.
It might be.
And then
I
they'll
don't-
exclusively do Call of Duty games through Activision.
Well, Activision doesn't make the games. You have
You
Raven
guys have
Software,
said
Infinity Ward,
Activision.
Sledgehammer,
See, they'll probably get another
So you have
another
you have
developer there.
Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Raven Software, and Infinity Ward is gone now. So it was those three companies developing Call of Duties. Sometimes it's one company developing by itself, usually with the help of one of the other two companies. Sometimes all three, just depending on the title. But Cold War was made by Treyarch. But I believe Vanguard was made by a different company. I'm not 100% sure on who developed that because I know it's not good.
I keep telling y'all, all it forms for the people who love to play Call of Duty is these incomplete campaigns that suck.
Cold War was good.
You play the campaign.
Yeah, but they all don't go together. Like, come on, y'all have time for this. Like, give us something.
Come on,
we
let's
want.
be real. Most
Final
people,
Fantasy doesn't do
I don't
that.
play the campaigns.
A lot of games,
yeah, most people play
A lot of
Call
games
of
don't do
Duty
that.
for the zombies and the multiplayer.
And it's
I
And the
jump.
zombies campaigns do continue on each
it's
other.
when they don't line up that it starts to suck. When you have to download a
don't
game
line
and then download the DLC because everybody prefers that
What about-
map. It's like, damn, bro, y'all didn't make a map good enough for everybody to love to play over and over again, like you did when you had to run through them.
I think the thing is, Call of Duty is usually in different settings. Like
They need more
they'll-
than just a year to develop the game.
I'm
is the
just saying,
problem.
some continuity, some consistency will go a long way.
Most games don't like. I mean, there are games like where the sequel is directly following it, but like things like Final
and those
Fantasy.
were great. Everyone loves
One-
those,
bro. But one was World War II, one was Modern Warfare. Like they're in different settings, so it would make sense that they would have a new campaign for the new setting.
I've had the opportunity lately
Yeah.
to
If you
just
kept
download
making
right.
the same game
to
over and over
download
again,
the
people aren't
games,
gonna
play
buy
a little
it.
bit, play a new one once it loads up, and I've noticed, and I'm like, dang, just from hearing what y'all are saying, because so many people are, oh, well, I can do this Call of Duty, I can do this Call of Duty, oh, I can implement this Call of Duty. And it's like, dang, can y'all get on the same page with the story, the
I hated-
Once
everybody
again,
loves
the
the
story-
zombies, like
The
you say.
story is not a focus for those games.
I hated
Yeah,
the
if
fucking
if you want a story, like
exoskeleton one.
if
But
you want
Play
a
like
story,
Medal of Honor.
The
or
most
something.
played
like
map
some
is
Halo or
Nuketown.
something.
Battlefield.
The most
Bad
played
Company
and
2 is
updated
great.
map in Call of Duty is Nuketown. That's old school, and you ran through the map. And
I remember
played
Rust.
it on several
Yeah,
occasions.
Rust is great.
So I'm just saying, like some of the most you're talking
Terminal.
about what people like. It's that. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
but they put Nuketown in every game that Treyarch makes. They put Nuketown in.
because they know what the people
Except for,
want.
like, World at
They
War
can't
and
give
Call
it
of
to
Duty 3.
us Because
I
all
want
the stuff
Nuketown.
y'all were just talking about.
No,
want
I
the-
like Nuketown too.
I want the
like-
airport. Everyone
Terminal?
too. Yeah, terminal.
I like Rust as well.
So R.I.P. to
Rust is dope.
to that old company. Good luck to this marriage and merger, and I
Yeah,
hope
I
we get
mean-
a good Call of Duty.
I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? It's just weird Microsoft having the basically owning the rights to like Crash Bandicoot and like Spyro. It's weird because they originally came out on PlayStation.
I was
That's
just
true.
playing Crash Bandicoot and I realized they were telling kids you're stupid their whole lives. Because I don't know anybody that's like an adult that's just like, man, I can beat Crash Bandicoot whenever I want.
Bro, that shit is hard. I'm
Bro,
not gonna
It's
lie.
not
Like,
easy.
Crash
I have
Bandicoot.
the, I have
to do
the,
that.
I have the complete trilogy. Like,
I have
that
it on
shit
my
is
Switch.
hard,
It's
bro.
just
Have you
muscle
beat them?
memory
Have you beat
eventually.
them?
Bro, I'm still on the first one, bro.
All right,
like
so
that shit is hard.
Ask your 9-year-old self, are you losing sleep for a game you can't beat?
What's
Yes.
crazy is my 9-year-old self beat Crash Bandicoot Warp.
Exact. Well, my 9-year-old self beat Crash Bandicoot, and I stomped with Crash Bandicoot 2. When that came out, I completed that game. I'm talking about not just the fucking purple gems, but the blue and the red
races
gem
and
too.
all that
Yeah,
shit too,
All
yeah.
that shit.
That was Spyro for me.
I fucking murked that game,
Yeah,
and then I played Warped, and it was
Give me the ashtray,
good. But I was already old. Like PS2 is already starting to come out and shit, and I had the complete trilogy on my Switch, and I beat 1, but didn't complete it with like anywhere close to where I used to. And then I'm on 2, and I know I used to master the mechanic of the fucking dash jump. You get that in Crash Bandicoot.
They
do
made that game too hard for kids.
Bro.
That's all I'm saying.
That game is so fun though.
Final Fantasy was fucking incredibly hard when I was
Which
a
one
kid.
was your favorite?
10.
10 was
10.
good. 10 was good.
I
10's
only
my
played
favorite.
X2. So.
8 was my
You only
favorite.
played 10 too?
8 and 7.
8, 7, the 7.
7 was a classic, but 8, bro, like, so good.
And then all the Resident Evils. I was
Man.
around for the Resident Evils.
Yeah, I like Resident. Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't really enjoy the first Resident Evil because
I played it on my PC.
I
The
didn't
first Resident
get
Evil.
into Resident Evil till 4.
The first one I played was 4.
4 is
Yeah,
amazing.
I
Bro,
played
dope.
1.
So good. I've played it so many times.
1
Matt
was
Mercer.
trash.
Leon Kennedy.
That's Matt Mercer?
I don't think in the original one, but he is Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 6 and
The remake.
the movie, I believe.
See, I fell off on that. I was a PlayStation 1 at the time, hard on the Die Hard game, and I had the little gun to point at the screen.
I forgot about the Die Hard game.
And it came with Rainbow Six. My mama loved me that year. I was like, oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah.
This game is lit.
Rainbow Six was awesome. It was a fun game.
Played a
Changed
lot
my
of
life.
Sonic.
I knew I
Mario
wanted a
and
gun
stuff.
when I was
That's
like,
all
yeah,
I played.
When I can get a gun, I'm gonna get a gun.
Just whatever I had.
We
I don't
went
remember
the
specifically.
I had the Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation route. And whenever I had a Sega Genesis, my best friend, he had got a Nintendo 64. When I got a PlayStation, and for Sega, he got the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I was Super Nintendo,
Super Nintendo'd
PlayStation
up.
1, 2.
So I was like, I murked
Five.
Sonic and shit, and like Earthworm Jim and Toe Jam and Earl and all those fucking Battletoads. Well, Battletoads was on Super Nintendo as well.
Yeah,
But I
hopped
love
off-
those Zelda games, so we would trade them things off.
I hopped off after PS2 and went to Xbox 360 until that 5 came out.
Man, I had a Wii for a while before I even had a PS3. Like,
Just the Wii?
I had like an original Xbox, a Wii.
Shout
I had a
out.
PSP.
I remember them hoes.
Oh, the PSP. I remember when I got
Halo
my hands on one of those
And I
guys.
got a Wii, and then I was like, eventually, I was like, I need a PS3, so I got a PS3, and then that PS3 got stolen.
Boop.
Yeah, and so I sold all my PS3 games to get an Xbox because it was cheaper at the time.
Man,
Shout out
When-
Affordable Gaming.
when
that you
Xbox
can-
first came out, I hated it.
No, I mean, I
The
had it for a
controller
while.
was way too fucking big
Yeah.
for my
Original?
hand.
Yeah, it was huge.
I was like, bro, like, how the fuck am I supposed to play
it was
this
cool
shit?
though,
That
right?
long
Bro,
cord.
it was dope.
It was cool.
And I really wanted to play some Halo, but my hand could not fucking fit the controller. So
And while
I
you was trying to
hated
play,
it.
everybody was headshotting your ass. melee, running up with that knife while you was trying to get away.
I had a PlayStation 2 for the longest time.
I had a PS2 as well.
Me too.
And then the 360 came out, and I went 360, and then I went Xbox One, and I'm gonna get the next one too. I just.
But now I like playing Halo. I mean, if we can hop online right now, I'd be there.
I took a fucking 5-year gap from video games when I was in the military. So it was just like PS2. I came back and then I was playing PS3. And I would always, the fucking PlayStation Network was so garbage then.
Yeah, at first it was pretty
And I would play like MLB. I would play the show, MLB The Show. And I'd be playing like ranked games, like fucking seriously fucking playing. And you get kicked out and you lose the game.
Game just goes.
And then I went to my friend Bucks. He lived in a storage facility.
That's
like
cool.
you would walk into the storage unit and it was all the fucking things, and you go to the office and they had the desk, and then if you go to the back of the office there's another door. You open the door, you walk into the living room, and you just go straight back. So it's like living room, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, master bedroom at the very end. And they lived there. Like, and he just like got up and just went to work, just like went and just sat in the fucking office. I thought it was cool as fuck. We went and rode the golf cart at night, but the
Oh man, I'd love to own a golf cart.
you're just like but
chilling.
the coolest thing that I saw there was he was playing Halo. I think it was already at fucking Halo 3 or something, because it was like Xbox 360 and Xbox Live, and I fucking got on there and I'm just like, oh shit, this is holy fuck, this is badass, and I can talk to people and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And PlayStation just wasn't there. You still had to have like a Bluetooth fucking
I remember
headset, like
shit was terrible.
cell phone Bluetooth thing. And so I got an Xbox 360, and my first actual Call of Duty game I ever played was
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
I don't know why I said World of War.
And then World of War didn't it come
World
out
of War came out after Modern Warfare.
right after that,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
I always think it came out
stunned.
before just because of the style, but it came out after.
yeah.
And
it's
then
completely
it was
different.
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it's a completely different feel
And it
of
was
game.
Black Ops, bro.
So
That
we
was a
got
good
some
era.
things to mention before things get too far in. I feel like
Well, yeah, we're coming up on closing statements, so
we got a birthday.
yeah, it's coming up. It's 4 days from my birthday.
Yeah.
We got a birthday. Yeah.
Coming up
yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we're
It'll be
27.
Sunday.
It's gonna be 27.
What are we doing? You're off,
Well,
or you're working?
I am off on Sunday, but on Friday, which is my normal off day, we're going to Fogo de Chao to eat dinner. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it should be. I've never been there, so I don't know.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Linda was like telling me
Fucking
there was this other
dang.
place that it was cheaper, but apparently it's better.
Tejas de Brazil.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give you some advice right now. Don't stock up on the little salad bar, bro. Like,
I love me a good salad.
let
Oh, yeah.
let them come around with the meat,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Like, yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
try a
So you
bunch
can
of
have
different
the-
meats.
The best shit.
They have
Yeah.
some cool stuff at the salad bar, like
Quail eggs.
quail eggs and like this maple bacon, bro. Like so good, but like save that for the meat.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And then we got some RIPs. I mean, I feel like it's been a while, so you might already know some of these people, but we still, they still
been
deserve
a
their
while.
moment in the sun and their moments. Bob
Something
Saget.
Bob Saget.
You know, Bob Saget was like actually like helping random people. His sister died of some like fucking.
I'm sure he was doing some good with his money. Yeah.
No, like not just with his money. Like not only did he run this fucking charity for this rare degenerative skin disease, like sclerosis, scleroderoni. I
don't think that's right.
Scleroderonian.
I don't
We got
think
an
that's right
RIP
either.
Betty White.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a surprise though.
Well, I mean, yeah, she almost made it to 100 though, and
Almost.
she gave us some good. She
Shucks.
gave us some good.
Golden, you're a real
She left the
golden
world
girl
a better
now.
place. That's all we can ever really hope to achieve in living this life.
And then
Well, we can RIP Tom Brady's chances at the Super Bowl because he's down.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, it's not the Brady
What
show.
happened?
But
Tom Brady lost this weekend.
oh no,
the guy
So they
who
got put out of the
voices
running?
Charlie Brown
Matthew Stafford
gone.
Shot
You
him.
know I love Charlie Brown.
just murked him. on the
Just
field.
like killed him.
What was the guy's name?
Just like shot him in the head.
Just that one dude.
Damn.
Don't do that.
Anybody else?
Yeah,
Wait, hold
the guy who voices Charlie Brown.
Who's that?
Damn. The original one?
Yeah, the
Fuck.
yeah. You blockhead, Charlie Brown,
Yeah. No.
Mister.
Was that
Good
Charlie
grief. He says good grief.
Brown? You're missing a lot of them, bro. You're missing John Madden.
Oh, John
He's
Madden
gone.
died.
John
R.I.P.
fucking
I feel like
Madden.
Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier is dead.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
2
3
weeks
weeks
ago
ago.
or 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Why didn't I hear about this?
We RIP'd this.
We already did this?
No, we didn't do Sidney Poitier. No, we didn't. I don't remember doing that.
I would have remembered if Sidney Poitier.
I had it written down. I was writing down RIPs while we weren't.
Would you remember if Sidney Poitier?
That's Sidney
Yeah,
Poitier.
it was all over social media.
I know.
Good.
2-3 days.
I really would love to
Ronnie
do a French
Spector.
accent. I'm gonna make a D&D character with a French accent. Y'all are gonna hate me.
Awesome.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, Ronnie Spector. She's black. She died.
Anybody else?
Y'all know who Ronnie Spector
Wait,
is?
I don't even know.
She's the singer. Like, she's a singer
Is
from
John
the
Madden
60s.
white or black?
He's white.
Okay.
She's a singer from the 60s, and then
Must be facetious.
in the 80s, she was brought up with this song that she's the girl who sings like "Be My Little Baby" and like "Take Me Home Tonight."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's in that song, and she's in like a bunch of songs. She has a whole album. It's Ronnie Spector and the Spectones or something like that in the 70s.
Terrible.
Spectones.
Spectones.
That's what's up.
Meatloaf died.
R.I.P.
No,
her,
what?
And Meatloaf.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Damn.
Meatloaf's dead.
Yeah, man.
He just died.
Everybody dying.
Louis Anderson.
Who's that?
He's been dead.
No, he just died. Like
He's gonna be
last
in the
week.
hospital.
You mean Life with Louis?
Yeah. Life
Anderson?
With Louis. Yeah. Life with Louis Anderson. He's dead.
Dang.
There's like a picture of Gilbert Gottfried, and he's standing there with Louis Anderson and Bob Saget.
I hate the way he talks.
Yeah, it was annoying. Yeah.
It's
and
not
those
his
buck
fault,
teeth.
man. He got kicked in the nuts too many times as a kid.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, man. That's what
He
happened
looks
to
like.
him. He's basically Randall from Recess in real life.
Oh my god.
All the Ashleys hated him and kicked him in the nuts. And yeah, he has a terrible...
Okay, we're not talking about Gilbert Gottfried right now. Are you talking about Louis Anderson?
No.
Gilbert Gottfried?
We're talking about good guy.
Wow,
Wow,
that's so
bro,
apropos
so-
though.
Why
That is
is he-
so
is he
apropos,
dead?
bro. He does like now that you've said it, he kind of is like Randall, like in real life, like
happened.
grown up, like
It happened. It worked for him. He turned it all around, but it still happened.
absolutely Randall. Wow.
Man, a lot of people died.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
So only 6 people died in the world in the past couple weeks. It's crazy.
6 cool people.
All right, well. I hope you're not one of them next time.
But if you are,
we gonna play Pokemon?
Like
The new
and
Pokemon
subscribe and
game?
comment below.
Yes, ghost comment. Huh?
We're gonna be playing the new Pokemon game soon.
Yes, we're playing Pokemon Legends Arceus on Friday night after dinner.
Yeah, Friday night after dinner.
Friday night
wanna-
after dinner, we're playing a new
Yeah.
Pokemon game.
Yeah,
This Friday.
we're gonna do a
Yes.
yes.
At
We're-
nighttime.
Yes, we're gonna do a Let's Play.
New Pokemon.
New Pokemon game. Let's play.
I'm down.
I'll slide by after work.
There we go.
Jordan, yeah, Jordan and I figured like,
Peace
hey,
out.
brand new game. Jordan was like, hey.